What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Roster Bubble Series video. Please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when live stream pops your jobs. Appreciate y'all coming out. Also, share this one out. It's a dead time in the NFL offseason, getting closer to training camp, but sharing it out to Giants fans, other NFL fans on different platforms and different communities helps us out. We reach milestones faster, and it's a beneficial relationship between me and you guys. Appreciate y'all coming out once again. I think we're at 484 subscribers. May have lost a couple there, but let's try to get to 500 as quick as possible. I know you guys, some of you at least, don't have social media, so getting this to 500, you guys get to see community notes at 500 subscribers, which means if you're a subscriber of mine but don't have social media, if I post anything on social media and I share it out on YouTube, you guys will be able to see it. So once again, just a reminder. We're going to be doing a set of giveaways, obviously, on the Boys in the Big Apple podcast on Monday with Donald Stewart, Brian Mansell, and if anyone else is going to join us as well. For Giants and Jets training camp tickets, let's try to share that giveaway out as much as possible because there's probably some Giant fans and some Jet fans who haven't gotten the chance to go to training camp because tickets have sold out in some capacity on some days. So let's try getting that out. Also, 2 FanFest tickets. There's a lot of stuff in that giveaway, including 2 game tickets as well. So appreciate you guys. Once again, I know I said that for like the 3rd time. Let's get into it. Another Roster Bubble Series video. These type of videos take a player that's on the roster bowl, and then with that being said, I go into their background, their competition, how they could win a spot on the roster, how they could lose a spot on the roster. So today's profile is Cam Brown, linebacker, can play a little bit of defensive end, not in a 3-4 system, but a 4-3 system a little bit, comes off the edge. Anyway, took his background, so he was drafted in the 6th round by the New York Giants out of Penn State in 2020. Obviously, there was some connection there with Sean Spencer. At the time, he was the defensive line coach for Penn State. With that being said, in 2020, he played in 15 games, forced 1 fumble, 12 tackles overall, 3 quarterback hits, and 4 quarterback pressures, no sacks. Played a large amount of his snaps on special teams, so you already know where this is heading. 9% of the defensive snaps, total 93 snaps. And then the next year, 12 games, 9 tackles, no quarterback hits, 1% of defensive snaps, and then 80% on special teams. So we already know what type of player he is. Special teams, that's where he fits the mold. And that's why Joe Judge and the past regime kept him around long enough, because he can make tackles on special teams and do a lot of other different things. He also has some versatility. He can, play in the running game a little bit. That's one of his strengths coming out of college. But he hasn't seen a lot of the field at the NFL level. So that's going to be interesting to see how he does in the preseason under a new scheme, and same thing with training camp. So his competition looks like this: Tamon Fox, Carter Coughlin, Nico Lalos, Jihad Ward, O'Shane Zimenez, Quincy O'Shane, Ellison Smith. He can play both inside and outside. We haven't really seen him cover tight ends, but when he's on the field, he's either rushing the passer or just playing in coverage or playing in space, however you want to call it. So his versatility means that it adds more to his resume, but he also has to compete against a bunch of other cats. More outside linebackers, more young cats that were brought in by this regime, and ones that are staying over from the last regime. How can he win? Show versatility, beat out some of the other cats in the room, make plays on defense, and show him his importance and mark your importance on 4th down, especially with tackles on special teams. I think that's one of the areas he has to hit on. And it's not just that, not just on special teams, but if he's at least a solid defender, whether it comes to stopping the run, getting maybe 1 or 2 hits on the quarterback in the preseason, that's going to get him onto the roster. And it's a very thick room right now. We don't know how many linebackers Don Martindale is going to keep inside and outside. But with that being said, by playing it safe, make a couple of plays in the preseason on special teams, and be a solid defender with the 2s and 3s in the running game and the passing game. Try to contribute. How can he lose? I think having a quiet camp and having a quiet preseason is going to be the downfall of him. if that's what he has. If he doesn't make any plays on special teams that are eye-opening, eye-catching, if he doesn't do the basic stuff, and if he isn't really a solid defender on the second team and third team on defense, then there's no way onto the roster for him, because there's a couple of the guys maybe they put on this roster that could have special teams duties and that could replace him on special teams. And if he doesn't have a good preseason on special teams, like not making plays and stuff, they could say, okay, well, you made plays the last 2 years, but you didn't show it up to us in the camp, in preseason, so we're going to have to cut you. We'll have somebody else either on the waiver wire or someone we already have right now replace you. I do have him making the roster, though. I don't have Carter Coughlin making the roster. It was a little bit of a mental battle on notes and predictions for me. Is it going to be Carter Coughlin that makes it for me, or is it going to be Cam Brown right now? I'm picking Cam Brown because I feel like he could fit this scheme. He doesn't have to play 100% of the snaps, only play like maybe 20, 30 if that. And special teams obviously is a big area for him in his career thus far. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops your drops. Appreciate y'all coming back. Peace out, guys. See you later. Stay cool. Stay tuned for Boys in the Big Apple. 8:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with giveaways. Peace.